Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to have a review. So first, I want you to read this text and answer these questions. When are these things happening? Do you see any structure and are the verbs special? Please pause the video while you read and think. Okay guys, so if you notice, this is a story about when I went to Chicago and all of these are things that happened in the past. So let's take a look at the structures. My dad decided to give me a trip to Chicago. This is an action that we have four options: happen in a specific moment or before another moment in the past, started in the past and continued for a period of time and then finished, was completed in the past, or continued for a period of time in the past. And what is the correct structure? Please pause the video while you choose the correct answers. Okay, guys, so with simple past is an action that was completed in the past, and the correct structure should be your verb plus ed or the irregular form of the verb in simple past. Very good. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. One of my cousins was waiting for me at the airport. Again, this is an action that's describing what and what is the correct structure. Please pause the video while you think about this. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and check. So this is an action that continued for a period of time in the past, and your structure should be verb to be in past, was or were, and your verb with ing. This is past continuous. Very good. Let's take a look at the next one. I had never traveled by plane before. One more time, choose the correct option of what this action is expressing and the correct structure. Pause the video. Okay, guys, so with past perfect, we're describing an action that happened in a specific moment or before another moment in the past. And the correct structure should be have and the past participle form of the verb. Very good. Let's take a look at the last one. They had been cooking for a while. One more time, pause the video while you choose the answers. Okay, guys, let's check. So, for past perfect continuous, we are describing an action that started in the past, continued for a period of time, and then eventually it finished. The structure is have, been, and your verb with ing. Very good, guys. Now, I want you to please go to your student book, page 70. You're going to work on exercise 1 to practice these tenses. Pause the video to work on this, please. Okay, guys, we're going to check this during class, so let's continue. Now, I want you to please read this text and write down 3 things I will be doing to become a healthier person. Pause the video while you read and write your notes. Okay, guys, so some of the things I will be doing is I'll be making some changes to my diet. I will be drinking more water. I will be exercising 5 days a week. I'll be running and I will be doing some HIIT exercises every other day. Okay, now, what is the difference between these sentences? Which actions will start this year and which action will finish before next year? Pause the video while you think about this. So, the action that will start this year is that I will be exercising this year, but it will continue. And an action that will finish before next year, I will have quit drinking sodas. So, in 2021, no more sodas for me. Very good. Now, I want you to please read these 3 sentences. These sentences are used to talk about something that will be in progress at or around a time in the future, or to say something will be finished by a particular time in the future. Pause the video while you think about this. Okay, guys? So, these are actions that will be in progress in the future. And what is the correct structure? Please pause the video while you think about this. That's right. Your structure should be will be your verb with ing. That's right. Okay, let's take a look at these other sentences. What are they being used to? Please pause the video while you choose your correct answer. Okay, guys, so we'll be using future perfect to say that something will be finished by a particular time in the future. Now, the what correct structure for this should be will have in past participle. That's correct. Okay, guys. Now, what I want you to do is to please write 10 sentences about your goals. Remember to use the structures. Pause the video while you do this. Okay, guys? Great. Let's continue. Now, let's match the verbs to their meanings, okay? Pause the video while you match. Okay, guys? So, if you come down with something, that means that you get sick with a particular illness or disease. If you feel up to, it means that you have the energy to do something. Put someone off, it means that you're making someone dislike something. Shake off, it's to discard or eliminate. Take after someone, it means that you look or you act like an older relative, your mother, your father, an aunt, your grandparents, someone who's older than you. Then wear someone out, it means that you're making this person feel very tired. And get rid of, it's the same as shake off, to discard or to eliminate. Okay, guys, now let's go to the student book page 71, working exercise 1 to complete the exercise. Sorry, exercise 2 and complete this exercise. Pause the video, please. Okay, guys, now I want you to please read this text. Now, I want you to find a habit that I did in the past but I don't do anymore, and a habit that I have now but that I didn't in the past. Pause the video while you read and find. Okay, guys? So some of the things I did in the past but I don't anymore is that every Saturday morning I would turn the TV on and I would watch my favorite cartoons. And a habit that I have now is that on Saturdays I will wake up early and teach. Okay, guys. Now, when are these things happening? Are they still true today? Do you see any familiar structure? Pause the video while you think about this, please. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at each structure. So, with these two sentences, these sentences are talking about a past or a present habit. Every morning I will prepare my lunch and go to work. He will always ask her out and she will have an excuse. That is a present habit. That's right. And what is the correct structure? Well, if you notice, we have subject, will, and or verb in base form. Now, it's important that you notice that here we're only going to use active verbs. Okay? So verbs like think, believe, love, we are not going to use them with will because we're changing the meaning completely. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. These sentences are talking about a past or a present habit. Every morning I would turn the TV on and watch my favorite cartoons. Late at night my parents would tell me a story. This is our past habits. That's correct. Now what is the structure? Well, in this case we have a time phrase, subject, would, and base form. And let's remember that time phrase can be either in the beginning or the end of the sentence. But something important here is that we're only going to use would when we have active verbs. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. I used to play mimics with my cousins when I was a kid. My dad used to eat a lot of chocolate when he was young. These sentences are talking about a past or a present habit. That's right, these are past habits. The structure should be subject, used to, base form, and time phrase. Again, the time phrase could also be in the beginning of the sentence, but what is important here is that we can use used to when we have stative or active verbs. So even if I have a verb like love, think, or something like that, it's okay. We can use love. We can use used to. Now let's go ahead and practice. Let's go to our student book, page 70, exercise 3. Pause the video while you work on this, please. Okay, guys? Now we're going to check this exercise like the ones before in class. I want you to read these sentences. Do they mean the same? What's the difference? Pause the video, please. So, if you notice, these verbs, these sentences have different meanings and they are going to depend on the verbs that we're using. So, let's go ahead and take a look at each case. So, here, the first sentence, the second sentence, he remembered putting his passport in the backpack. He remembered something that was done. Okay, so he did this action and he remembered that he did it. Now, in the other sentence, he remembered to put his passport in the backpack. He was packing everything and then he was like, oh, I need to do this. So he remembered and then he did this action. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Please match the sentences. So if you notice, she forgot writing the address is something that she did. So she wrote the address in a paper, but she forgot that she did it. And in the other one, when I say she forgot to write the address, it means that she was supposed to write it, but she never did it. So now she's driving in the road and she's completely lost because she doesn't have the address. Okay, now please pause the video while you match. So if you notice here, we stopped to ask for directions is telling me why I stopped doing an action. And the other sentence, he stopped paddling too soon, is just telling me that an action stopped, but not the reason why. And take a look at the next ones. Please pause the video. So if you notice here, we tried climbing a mountain is something that we tried. We didn't know what was going to happen. And the result um, may not be the one that you expected. So we tried climbing a mountain. We climbed it, but then we were super tired and we couldn't do anything else. And if you're using an infinitive, like to catch, it means that you tried to do something, but you just were not able to do it. So let's go ahead and practice. Let's go to your student book, page 70, exercise number 4. Pause the video while you work on this, please. Okay, guys. Now let's go to page 71, exercise 5. Pause the video while you work on this exercise. Okay, guys, we're going to check this in class. So, I want you to please read these sentences. What are these things happening and what words are repeated? Please pause the video while you think about this. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at each structure. I have never gone to an Italian restaurant. I have tried Indian food, and I have never cooked traditional food. We have 3 options, so let's choose the correct one. The action is finished. It happened at a specified point in the past, and you know exactly when it happened. B. This action is finished. It happened at an unspecified point, and you don't know exactly when. Or this action is unfinished. It started in the past, and it is in progress right now. You usually know for how long. What is the correct option? That's right, the correct option would be letter B. These actions are finished. They happen on not a specific point in the past, but we don't know when, or it's just simply not important. Now let's take a look at the next one. This structure would be present perfect continuous or present perfect. And what is the structure? Okay, guys. So we have present perfect, that's right, and the structure for present perfect is have plus past participle. Very good. Now, I want you to read these sentences and choose the correct use. I have been eating a lot of junk food lately. I've been drinking some water these days. And I've been taking cooking lessons for a while. What is the correct option? Yes, letter C. These actions are unfinished. They started in the past, but they are in progress right now. And you usually know for how long. Okay, guys. This is present perfect continuous or present perfect? That's right, it's present perfect continuous. And what is the correct structure for this? Yep, the correct structure should be have been and your verb with ing. Very good, guys. Now let's go and practice to your student book, page 70, exercise 6. Pause the video while you work on this, please. Okay, guys, we're going to check this exercise just like the ones before in class. This is the end of the review. I will see you in class. Bye bye.